Hi, I'm Aaron J. Marks of aaronjmarks.com and commercetheory.com. Welcome to my podcast, A Higher Level, where everything we think, see, and do happens on a higher level. For as long as I can remember, I felt like my mind has worked just a little differently than most others. For my entire life, I've been studying, observing, and contemplating this incomparably strange and wonderful phenomenon called human existence, and trying to figure out what it's all about. People say the way of thinking and theorizing that comes from this offers an unusually high and rich level of insight, clarity, freedom, inspiration, and effortless creativity. And that's ultimately what a higher level is all about. The insight to understand how life works, the clarity to see where to go next, the freedom to go there, the inspiration to find joy and wonder along the journey, and the creativity to honor your particular brand of human genius. In this podcast, I'm going to break down and describe the concepts that come from my theories so that you can see into the fabric of the life you're living with greater depth and precision, and use that understanding to improve your results in every way that's meaningful to you. It's the only life you get, and the only chance you have to make a difference here. If there's one thing I know, it's that all lives can improve, and that the human race is just one big collective results improving system. Ready to find your place here? Fabulous. Let's get into the topic for this episode of A Higher Level. I'll see you again afterward and talk more about what it looks like to work with me. Until then, let's dive in. Hi, this is Aaron of aaronjmarks.com. I'm a visionary purpose coach, metaphysical leadership mentor, theorist of human commerce and communication. And this is a series about what I call the universal shape of leadership and creation. And it's the 8 steps to bridge what I call the realms of purpose and strategy, and then strategy and action. I think it always follows these 8 steps. And I think all feats of leadership and creation follow this same pattern. And these are the 8 steps. And I'm reading from my book, The Complete Science of Human Dynamics. Let's jump back into the series, and you'll hear me read the passage for this episode. Episode 57, Persuasion. Quote, "A ruler must learn to persuade and not compel. He must lay the best coffee hearth to attract the finest men." Frank Herbert from Dune. Quote, "Words are things you get chained to. There are no rules in this game." Chris Evans. Quote, "Diplomacy is seduction in another guise, Mr. Adams. One improves with practice." Benjamin Franklin. What is persuasion in all times and places? Let's review the metaphysics. At the risk of repeating myself, we exist in the realm of action, in which we are taking actions all the time and unable to stop doing so. And all actions have motivations, that is, psychological calculations, that determine them. All actions also have results, which is to say that all actions change reality, or shape it in some way. Everyone, including the members of your audience, are out there in the world, apart from you, taking actions because they cannot stop doing so, driven by calculations of their manifold motivations, and evaluating the results these actions create. And you have a vision which does not yet exist. What must happen for your vision to become real? Simple. The members of your audiences must change their course and take the actions that will realize it. And in order for this to happen, you need to persuade them to do it. Otherwise, there is no way they ever would, because it's your vision, born of your unique perspective within the human condition. If you don't share it, they will continue, animated by motivations born of other visions, either theirs or those communicated to them by other people, and inevitably some combination of the two, because we're a social species. Your communication must be entirely oriented around persuading the members of your audience to take the actions that will move your vision closer. And you must do this by changing their motivations through the communicated glimpse of results that somehow promise to ease their frustrations and inaugurate their aspirations. Since your vision does not yet exist, your communication must help the members of your audience to imagine it so that their energy changes, their motivations shift, and their actions bring them in your direction to synergize with you. That's your job as a leader, in all times and all places. And when you succeed, you create the final step, which is ultimately what overcomes the energetic barriers that stand between reality and your vision. It's called agreement. Thanks for joining me on a higher level. If I've done my job right, you're seeing, thinking, and acting differently, with more clarity, more decisiveness, more intention, more success. The current state of your life is just a set of results, and they can all be improved. Doesn't matter whether it concerns yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your workplace, your investments, your world. Behave differently, act differently, communicate differently, and your results will change, guaranteed. But how do you change your actions, behaviors, and communications? If you're unsure, give me a shout. I've helped dozens of motivated leaders and organizations like you and yours to improve their results by discerning exactly the right next step. It's something not everyone can do, and it happens to be my specialty. Sound like something you can use? Learn more about me on all my media channels and reach out to start your own conversation and improve your life in every way. There's nothing like it. And you're worth it, because if you're not, then no one is. Thanks again for joining me on a higher level. I'll talk to you next time, and we'll continue to see, think, and act on a higher level. Until then.